we're enjoying the sunset. In the south, they're all watching what the weather's going to do.
And they've had flooding rains today. We showed you some of that video earlier of the origins of one of those cells. Let me go and show you what the night looked like from Farmington Bay. It was so pretty, but off in the distance, Steve Greenwood captured some of those cells that started to develop and roll to the north tonight. Great shot, Steve. Thanks for sending it in. A beautiful, beautiful picture. But look at these rain totals. This is just today. How about the Ledges Golf Course outside of St. George? 2.11 inches of rain. Ivans, 1.91. Snow Canyon, 1.82. We're talking a summer's worth of rain just today. New Harmony, 1.81. Glendale, 1.56. Hilldale, 1.45. And Zion picked up 1.25 inches of rain. When we told you stay out of the slot canyon, stay out of these areas, this is why. This is the kind of stuff that can cause all sorts of problems. And it hit hard, and it is still raining. We've got some rain around Colorado City, more for Kanab, north to Orderville, up through Tropic and along Highway 89. That line goes from Big Water out over the Lake Powell area, Hall's Crossing, and then some decreasing showers for Monticello up towards LaSalle and Moab. In northern Utah, we've got a cell that has rolled out of the state and into southern Idaho. And look at Holbrook and Malad, lightning, thunder, and rain, and even a little cell over Tremont right now that's produced some scattered rain showers. So the overall pattern is very active and very warm. Ogden is still 85 degrees. Salt Lake is 80 with a south breeze. All the while, St. George, 75. Cooler than Salt Lake in August. That's anomalous. 78 in Moab and 69 in Blanding. Where there's rain, it is definitely cool. Let me show you the storm zone. Tomorrow, it's going to fire up again. South Central, southern Utah into central Utah. The Uintas get hit really hard, and the Wasatch Range. Yes, there'll be some buildups over the valleys of the Wasatch, but the storm kind of pushes off to the east, or the flow moves to the east, still active on Saturday for eastern Utah. But we have a cold front coming in from the northwest Saturday that's going to bring in colder air. Now, the storm falls apart as it gets to Utah, but once the cold air arrives, highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s in northern Utah. It's going to feel a lot like September, and eastern Utah stays active with those scattered showers. Through the day tomorrow, a couple of hundredths along the Wasatch Front, Salt Lake to Ogden, but an additional quarter to a third to a half in southern Utah. And the Uintas, that little bullseye, potential for 1 inch of rain in that part of the state. So that storm moves north tomorrow. Scattered storms over central and eastern Utah. A little drying will take place out over western Utah. St. George 95 and partly cloudy. Isolated potential in Cedar City, but more rain, Beaver, Panguitch, Loa, and to the east. 7-day forecast. 90s for the next several days. Some wind Friday, Saturday, St. George, and then back up near 100 Tuesday, Wednesday. Storms push a little farther north tomorrow. There'll be an isolated chance all the way up through Logan, West Valley. Highs will be in the 80s. Salt Lake City, though, goes to 90 degrees with some scattered storms. And the 7-day forecast, look at this drop. 90s turn to 80s, turn to 70s on Sunday. Lows in the 50s. A nice cool down, but it doesn't last. 80s and 90s quickly come back next week.
Yeah,
just
with
a little
vengeance.
Yeah, a little fall tease.
Just a little dip.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, Sam, bring on the football.
Yeah, we've got week 2 of the high